probably some people out there, and it just occurred to me that I was playing the song Trouble by Lindsey Buckingham, and I was thinking, somebody's thinking that I'm trying to pull some subliminal stuff today, but I'm not really.
Hey, you've got trouble. You've got trouble sitting right here in this chair.
That's what I was thinking. People are probably thinking, Steve's sending us a subliminal message. But anyway, no, not really. As it's time for the Band of Locals, focus on the Band of Locals to be exact, and we missed them last week because of a situation. I probably should talk about it just a little bit here. There are these things called fiber optic cables. You've probably heard of them. They transport a lot of information as far as the internet and communications are concerned. And somehow the cable that has 144 pairs on it got severed last week, Thursday, and it took them a while to get it repaired because that's not one of those things just to tie it all together. They actually have to fuse each and every one of those little fiber optics back into fruition. So it wasn't just us affected, but everybody that had internet or any type of situation from that point north. So we weren't the only ones affected by it, but because of the situation where we have one internet company that we send our vocals and all that stuff, our programming out on, and it has to transfer over to another one in order for it to get to where our transmitter is. And that's one of those things that you pay for when you got a transmitter that's up on the highest hill in the area. So that's what happened. So they got it all fixed, and we're all back. Then we got hit by lightning yesterday, and I said, oh my gosh, here we go again. But got that put back in order relatively short time.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I would not would have
I
wanted
had
that
just
message.
talked to Carlene the day before and said, yep, we're set, we're all ready to go. And then we get hit by lightning yesterday morning. That first storm that rolled through there, that was a dilly.
It was a dilly.
No doubt about it. With all kinds of lightning. And it made some strikes. We were one of them. Well, at least the people that provide us with our internet was the one that got hit. We were still on the air, so we were doing just fine. But they got their stuff back rebooted and got us back on. So we're up, we're here, and we're ready to go. So
that is super.
It's just one of those things that you can't control as far as that's concerned. But you live and you learn and you move on. So. And all the people that are out in the area where our transmitter is located, they know where we're at as far as that's concerned, and that's what has been a problem out there for years and years and years is the internet situation out there, and wireless is like non-existent. You would think in this day and age there'd be 4 or 5 companies climbing all over each other, but every single one of them that's come in out there, except for the one that we're with, has come and gone. And about the only thing that's been a constant would be Hughes Satellite. And there's a little secret you need to know about Hughes Satellite. When you get over your limit as far as your download limit is concerned, your downloads slow down to. Do you remember when you had to use dial-up?
Oh.
They made that funny noise. That thing. Well, anyway, you slow down to that speed, so you can't stream things. You can't. It's just ridiculous. But you need to know that about satellites. So when those Hughes people come knocking, you say, no thanks, because I like to kind of go, I like my speed on my internet the way it is.
Okay, that's good to know.
That's something you need to know. But anyway, so that's the whole thing, quick tutorial about Hughes Internet.
Well, I know that when I get a message late in the day or really early in the morning, it's not going to be good from you.
What was it, 10 o'clock tonight?
Yeah,
because that was the moment I learned when they were going to actually send a crew out to fix the darn thing. Because we've been fighting with them all day because they had 2 crews that went to look at it. The first crew says, okay, they have this cool thing that they spend thousands of dollars on. I'm not exaggerating here either. I've got a little one. That one was expensive, but they've got this huge one. It'll tell them exactly to within a foot of where the cable is broken, which is really cool. So they had that one. The first crew that came up knew where the cable was broke, and then it was trying to get a crew up here to actually fix the darn cable because they had all the crews that were out already doing that day because they already had damages all over the place from other things that were going on, people digging where they weren't supposed to dig and all that stuff. So they didn't get up here till 9 o'clock the next morning to fix it. So there's not much you can do. Like I said, you can't just go out there and twist the wires back together.
Well, let's talk about something fun. How's that?
There we go.
All right. So we are going to be talking about the Labor Day Arts and Crafts. It's back, It's downtown on Michigan Avenue, and it is going to be right on Labor Day from 10 to 4. And I got to talking to Phil Currie the other day, and I discovered that the Elks are going to have a chicken barbecue on Labor Day.
Really? Very
And
nice.
yes, and so how awesome is that? And we've got Shane Strickler here with us, and so these two gentlemen who belong to the Elks are going to be telling me a little bit about what's going on, and I'm excited. So who wants to go first?
Well, I brought it up to my favorite crew down there at the Elks. But remember back in the day when the American Legion was downtown?
Yes, I do.
I think it was Memorial Day or Labor Day, they always had
It was Labor Day.
Labor Day big chicken barbecue.
Mhm.
And I remember people lined up for them. They served 300 to 500 dinners, some was even more. And we hadn't had nothing like that downtown, no chicken barbecue. And I kept saying that every year. I kept saying to them, I said, God, why don't we do a chicken barbecue on Labor Day when we used to have it down at Hemlock, you know? But you thought about it, and then you had another drink and forgot about it. I don't know, but we just didn't do it. But then I got Shane and
We had Jeff Godfrey, Jason Kostecki, Dan Kostecki.
yeah, and we got such a young group joining our lodge now that it's amazing how we're growing. Matter of fact, we're doing a big remodeling downstairs just for couples that have young kids that want to go down to the basement. These kids can go down there. They can play games, we have video games. We got bumper ball.
We had air hockey, pinball.
Oh my
And
gosh,
it's
that
gonna
is
be it's
fantastic.
state-of-the-art game room for these
What is
kids
it gonna be
because
done?
you can't go anywhere. Young parents can't go anywhere and and sit down and have a nice dinner and drink and visit with their friends and let their kids run around. So they always have to sit with them. This way, these kids can go downstairs. We can watch them from cameras, and we're gonna have. It's a pretty neat deal that we're growing. That the Elks, no other Elks. We've been telling other Elks around the state what we're doing because we were probably, I think we were number 2 in the nation for growth financial every.
Oh my
Very
gosh,
We
that
were
is
just-
incredible.
Yeah, so we were pretty proud of that, and that's due to Mr. Strickler because he brought a lot of members in.
That is
We did,
great.
but
Thank
you follow, people start following each other. If you remember, we've been dishing out on how many every month, but everybody just kind of follows and say, yeah, this is fun down
You
here.
know, I have to say, things have changed. I mean, life
Yes,
has changed.
it sure has.
And you know, just so you know, I have had very good parents, but back in the day,
Mhm. Right?
when I was little,
Me
what
too.
parents did was they would go in, and then us kids would entertain ourselves in the car.
Right, exactly.
Because
We
that's
did.
where we
We were
sat.
allowed in there.
Back in the day, and we'd be there for a couple hours, and once in a while, if we had to, use the bathroom, we'd go and say, "Dad, is it okay if I,
That's
Oh
what
my
it was.
gosh, isn't it crazy when
No,
you think about that?
My parents were Elk members years ago, and I remember every Friday night, or every whatever, whether it was a stag night or whatever.
Yes, it
doing.
was steak night, Thursday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would happen is my aunt would watch us as kids. And that's how we knew it was elk night or whatever. And every now and then we got to go out there and eat, but then Aunt Marilyn would take us home.
Right,
Yeah.
The parents would stay and dance and see their
Right.
friends and all the whole thing.
It just cracks me up. I mean, now if they did that, Dad would be in jail or
Oh,
something.
Oh yeah, we used to be. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Four kids in a car out here.
It's kind of a crazy thing. I think that's awesome. Is that going to be, when's that going to be finished?
What is that? How far are we?
Yeah, we're a few months out from, a couple months out from that, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're a couple months out, so that won't be done by then.
That is pretty awesome. Good
Yeah.
for you. Good for you. I love when people think out of the box. And that is just really, really great.
You have just the perfect space for that there too. That building is perfect for
Yeah.
something like that.
It is.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
We remodeled inside, we finally opened the windows up so
Which
people,
is,
people can see what's
oh
going on.
my gosh, yeah.
So that used to be dark.
What a big change.
Yeah.
I mean,
that
really,
was
that
nice.
was a huge change.
It
And
was.
so, What is the chicken barbecue gonna look like? I mean, is it gonna be inside, outside, what's happening?
Yep, so we're gonna be inside. They're gonna shut Pine Street down. Sue Johnson's kind of been helping us out, talking to the city. They're gonna shut Pine Street down. Phil's gonna let us we're gonna put up one of his big tents on Pine Street. So we'll have tables and chairs underneath there, but the dining room and the bar area will be open also. So, and that's to any community member that wants to come.
Okay.
People are here for the show and stuff like that. We invite them over. We're gonna have half the chickens. We're gonna be selling half chickens with potato salad, baked beans, roll. And that's gonna be $15.
Okay.
So half a chicken, potato salad,
Sounds
baked
good
beans,
to me.
roll. And then we're also gonna have a kids meal there because not every kid that's 5, 6 year old wants to have a half a chicken.
Do I
maybe
hear
dad'll eat.
macaroni
Maybe
and
dad'll
cheese?
eat. There you go.
Right.
So we're close. We're doing a hot dog, chips, pop, and an icy one of those little
Oh.
icy
yeah.
things for $5.
Very nice.
So
Very nice.
very reasonable if their kids are coming, their grandkids, nieces, nephews, whatever you got coming in. We'll have that over. We're gonna have a good staff force. I talked to Josh and Christy Ealing and Emma. We're gonna make sure we have enough people there because we plan on being busy. We're hoping this takes off.
That is
Just
great.
Great.
Now, for all of you listeners out there, I really am going to ask you a favor. I would love to have you share the show and tell everybody and all your friends and relatives, any guests that you know that are going to be coming to our lakes and the river and all of that, to come on downtown on Labor Day. Let's just have one great big party and just really enjoy ourselves and community. We've got the Elks with your chicken barbecue. Downtown, we're going to have Raised on Radio. There's a great band, and they're going to be playing all afternoon. Schubergs Bar just contacted me. They're going to be open. We have we have good Three Girls Bakery. We've got the Yellow Window. We've got lots of things going on, and we have lots of crafters. In fact, we are still getting calls and having crafters sign up. So I had a goal in my head, and we just very well might reach it. And if we do, I am going to do a happy dance downtown, because this will be the 55th year that we've had the Labor Day Arts and Crafts. This will be the very first year that we will be having it downtown. And as you all know, we've had a little bit of a hiatus, 3 years to be exact, and so many of you out there wanted it back. So I want to make sure you show up. No, seriously, I know that a lot of people are looking forward to it, but we would really love to be able to have just a really large crowd downtown. I'm so looking forward to it. And it's going to be from 10 to 4, the Labor Day thing. Now, if you get there early, I'm going to tell you right now, if you come to the Labor Day Arts and Crafts early, we're going to put you to work. So just so you know that.
Because I know there's some people that want, the early looky-loos who want to get in on things.
Yes.
That.
But I don't want pandemonium.
Yeah,
so,
okay, all right.
And I'm going to be down there watching everything. So if I see you get there early and you don't have a tent, I'm putting you to work.
There you go.
And matter of fact, you might be making chicken with the Elks for all you know. There you go.
Get my t-shirt.
So anyway, and then your chicken barbecue. What time frame are we looking at here?
So we're gonna open. You guys are open up at 10. We're gonna
Yes.
open up at 11 a.m.
Okay, that's fantastic.
And we don't have a closing time. We're gonna
Okay.
do 500 chicken or 500 half chickens.
Yes.
So whenever they're gone, they're gone.
That is
So-
fantastic.
And we also have them to go too if they just.
Yes, we do
Okay.
have them to go.
Right.
Yep.
If you
What's
want to pull up.
where do you go to get them to go? You just park and
Pull
walk
right
up?
up there. Yeah, because we're right down by the sidewalk to the north,
Okay.
and we can just walk it to them.
We're gonna be cooking the chicken
Right on.
on the corner of Pine Street in Michigan.
Can
So
you
we're gonna-
just
Smell
imagine?
that.
Oh, yeah.
We're
Smell
gonna
the
have the
chicken.
smell of chicken. We're gonna have great music. We're gonna have just all sorts of things for kids and
Arts and crafts. and
yes,
all that,
it's
yeah.
just I am now getting excited. I'll be real honest. I was kind of worried. And,
You're kind of,
like, okay, here we go.
Mhm.
But it's really getting
It's
exciting
nice
now.
to be able to sit down too. If someone wants to keep, like grandma wants to go sit down and relax for a while,
Exactly.
they can do that anywhere.
Yeah,
And
we're
then,
encouraging people to stop by. They
Stop
don't
by.
have to have chicken. I mean, they
Yeah,
can,
this-
they
that
can take
is-
a break at our
Take a
That's
break,
going to be
yeah.
so great, And the other thing too is just so you guys can picture what it's going to look like downtown. All of the crafting tents are going to be in the middle of Michigan Avenue, back to back. The sidewalks are all going to be free for all of you to walk, enjoy, sit down at the tables that are outdoors or the benches, and just kind of take in all of the atmosphere. And if you haven't been downtown to see our beautiful flowers, it's worth it just to go and take a tour of that. And so we're very excited. Many of the downtown businesses are going to be open. The Old Pioneer Store, Kilwins. We've got Fru's going to be open. Serendipity's going to be open. You've got Three Girls Bakery, and then of course the Yellow Window. And I'm not quite sure about Artworks, but I will check on that. And if I find out that they're open, then I will definitely let people know about that. So yeah, I'm just really looking forward to this whole thing. And then just if everybody could just pray for good weather.
Mhm.
This is going to be rain or shine.
Right.
And quite frankly, if we do get a little rain, it's not going to be that big of a deal because everything's intense and you're pretty protected with lots of the awnings and stuff that are downtown. The Elks, they've got that great big old tent that you're going to be using, and then inside. So it's not going to really affect anything if we get, a couple sprinkles there. So I'm not too worried about that.
I liked when you say that our city is beautiful, and I have to thank the city crew. Who is the ones that water every morning at 6 o'clock?
Leah is she is just a
I mean, her
sweetheart.
flowers,
They
it's
take
beautiful.
turns doing it, but they just do such a good job. And I'm a gardener, and Leah and I were talking. Well, we were talking, and this was in the very beginning. It was really challenging because you had the frost, you had the cold weather. Then you went from that to 90-degree weather, and
No
it was
rain. No rain for over a month.
it was rough. And then all of a sudden, Mother Nature catches up
Yes,
when you
she
have the good weather and the rain and stuff. And that's what's happened. All the flowers are just
But our
as
town is
gorgeous as
beautiful.
ever. It is. It just shows that we care and we love that. And so anyway, just my goodness, we're really really excited about what's going to be going on, and it's going to be here in a Big Rapids minute here.
Right.
So so Phil and Jane, I'm so excited about what you're going to be doing because that does bring back memories about
Oh, yeah.
chicken barbecues and stuff. It just
Downtown.
does. Yeah, it really does.
I'm
And,
geeked about it, I'm ready.
yeah, it is. It's just going to be awesome. So anyway, I just want to thank both of you for being my guest today, and
Yeah, it was
just
fun.
everybody
Thank
does their part, don't they?
Yeah.
Everybody
Well,
picks
you
what they
do.
like to do, and they just do it.
You do a wonderful job for the downtown.
Thank
It's
you.
a lot of
You take
fun.
pride in it. I mean, you love
You
it.
do.
But
It's
I'm
yours.
just I'm excited, and it's nice to have my daughter moving back
Yes.
here because she's gotten involved. Tracy's gotten involved in so many different things in the community too, and it makes me really proud of her. So, and it's nice to she's giving me the look like knock it off, Mom. But literally,
She's the camera woman.
well,
She's
she
the
just
director,
found
producer.
out.
Yeah, be nice to her.
She just found out that she was going to be volunteered for today, and I'm really
Voluntold.
yeah, voluntold.
Just to clear that
I've
up.
heard that terminology somewhere.
I never did that. That was a good one.
Yeah, actually, honey, that is a good one. I do that a lot too, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Oh gosh. So anyway, and of course we have the farmers market that's downtown today. We've got music at the Pocket Park, and I think it's going to be a good weekend too. So
nice.
yeah. So get out there and enjoy yourself and whatever you decide to do. Keep in mind the small businesses that are out there and support. And Steve's misbehaving over there
Yeah, I
with
am.
his phone. And anyway, so I'm just I'm looking forward to a good weekend. It'd be great.
And of course, headed into that weekend, it's going to be a busy couple of weekends, in fact. I think we've got festival before that.
Yes, we do, the Summerfest.
The Summerfest
With Chris
goes on.
Jane, he's been working hard on
Yeah,
that.
and that'll be next weekend.
Yes.
And then the following week, on Thursday night, that's when the Ferris State Bulldogs start their defense of their
Oh,
title
yeah.
against
Oh,
Mercyhurst under the
boy.
lights at Top
Football.
Taggart Field at
Mhm.
home. And of course, if you can't be there in person, we'll have it for you right here in the voice of the Bulldogs, Sunny 97.3, along with Rob Bentley and Sandy Golston, and what is it there, the 20th year of doing it or whatever.
Yeah.
Rob's going to be here shortly with the new voice of the Bulldogs as far as hockey is concerned. And so that'll be interesting because we're going to talk about what's coming up. That's just one of those things that we do before every season. We'll sit down, figure out how we're going to do the broadcast and so on and so forth.
You know, I was just thinking the other day about football because it just, I where I live, you can just hear the stadium and everything. It's just
Oh,
so
yeah.
fun. But I was just thinking when usually I'm on my way out to the cabin or something, I'm listening to the football game. Rob Bentley has made me
And
Pull-
so many other.
pull off the road more times than you can imagine. You know, when you can't concentrate and listen to the game because it's so exciting.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, seriously, probably at least 5 or 6 times. In fact, one time I missed the freeway turn to go on 19-mile road, and I ended up in Reed City and had to drive back.
I've done that before, about
God.
drive past where I was going to go because I was
Yeah,
listening so
it's
intently
easy to
right
do,
now.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's very easy to do.
Oh gosh.
And that history is going to continue as far as Rob and Sandy are concerned. They do such a great job, and it's just a great situation as far as the people that bring you the broadcast from the event, as far as hockey and basketball and football are concerned. I think we are very, very blessed with the talent that we have had over the years
No
to
kidding.
bring us that
Sure.
Sort of.
Steve, I
situation.
have one more question to ask you guys. Are you taking any new members?
I don't know. Yes, we are. Yeah,
I don't know how Phil got in 50 years ago. Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So you just call and that's, I mean.
You can call or stop in.
Stop in and visit.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll show you around. Because there's so many things. Like people don't know that the Elks organization started not at Lodge. They did scholarships for people.
Okay.
And matter of fact, we're the second largest corporation that gives out scholarships in the United States.
Really?
You know who beats us?
No.
U.S. government.
That's it. They're second
I
to the U.S.
had
government. It's
no
amazing.
idea.
Yeah, we're huge with scholarship money.
Wow, that is
So
awesome.
Sue Johnson got a hold of me. She's looking up stats. We've been in Big Rapids for 118 years. Big Rapids Elks has been here for 118 years. We've given over $1 million to the community in our community,
That
our
is,
community, our local community.
that's
Yeah.
incredible. That really is incredible. Something to be very proud of.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
great. So if you are listening and you want to join this group, and you just get a hold of the Elks, or go get a car, buy a car, and then you can Phil talk to you about joining the Elks at the same time.
Auctions. I do auctions.
Oh, do you?
Online auctions,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I retired from that.
Oh, did you? I didn't know that.
Yep. Mhm.
God, I'm learning all sorts of new things here.
Yeah.
So, your auction, how do you get in touch with you on that?
Well, it's Currie online auction now. We have an online. We have a building over on 220 across from New Horizons Landscaping,
Okay.
and we're open Monday through Friday. So people bring 1 item or 100 items, and we
Okay.
put it online. And it
So
goes
that's
up.
what you do. So, how
My
about if
son
you
and
have
I
a
do
car?
that. Huh?
Can you do something?
Yes, we have 3 cars on the lot right
Okay.
now. We're selling.
All right,
Mhm.
there you go.
Check it out, CurrieAuction.com.
All
That's a good
right.
plug.
Well, there we go. So, all right. I think all my questions have been answered,
You
Steve.
sure?
I think.
Yeah.
All right. So we're all wrapped up now. Okay.
We are.
All right.